Hello everyone, I am Dr. Eric Morrison. This is 7 Under 3, and I'll be covering trading education, more specifically Forex swing trading, using the TC2000 platform. Hello, this is the Forex Weekend Review with the two-candle rule. I'm going to start off with Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar. You start off week with week shorts and week longs. A lot of consolidation going on with all the currencies. So with this particular currency, no trade. Aussie dollar, Swiss franc, same thing, no trade. All of this is consolidating above the RL10, no trade. Looks like a collapsing dragon that continued to go down but started consolidating in this area. But we followed the rules and we didn't have a trade. Aussie dollar, Swiss franc. Aussie dollar, Japanese yen. Did have a trade towards the end of the week. Start off with a 1-2-3 punch out. Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar. Had an initial trade here. Stopped me out at the belly of the dragon. Then this long hammer here. And it was above the RL10 on the Heikinashi. So I placed my order up at the top of the hammer for a nice 1-2-3 out. Aussie dollar, US dollar. We had initial trade here and was out here with this candle. No further trade the rest of the week. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. Nothing but loss. A lot of consolidation. As you can see here, started off with a short with a loss, another long with a loss, then ended out with a short and a loss. Had it here at least one indicator away. You don't want to expose yourself too much here with two losses already in a consolidation zone. My thought process was that we had two horns here with potential to go to the downside. So that's why I took this third one. Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, no trade. He had green Heikinashi all the way up to here. Did take this trade here with a small loss here to close out the week with one trade. Swiss franc, Japanese yen. Had two losses on this one. Took the two-candle rule out here, and this short out for a loss at the hump of the dragon. Euro Aussie dollar, a good gainer actually. Here, hit the Z3 on the Heikinashi, Z3 excursion here, and then took this trade to be out at the Z3 here for a lowest entry trade here. Not a bad trade. But it is up against the Z3, so it is very risky on this side. But this was a good 1-2-3 punch. Euro Canadian dollar. Nothing but losses on this one. We had initial entry here, out for a loss. Did not have an entry here. Had an entry here for a loss, and then another entry here for a loss. So 3 losses for Euro Canadian dollar. This was a drawdown week for the two-candle rule. We do have them. Euro British pound. No trade here. We had initial candle set up here for trade for a small loss here on this. So this 1-2-3. Euro Japanese yen. Had initial trade here on this candle and was out for a loss on this one. And then no further trade the rest of the week. Euro New Zealand dollar. No trade. Basically is up against Z3. The risk to reward is too great, even though we had if we took out the Z3 and the 200 was a 1-2-3. But if you look at this is very risky, even with the Heikinashi. Look at that. When up against the 200, it really wants to go up. So there was a lot of buying activity on the Euro New Zealand dollar, and it's now hovering at the 200. Euro US dollar, initial buy here. Put my stop up to break even, scratched out, put in a buy here for a loss on this particular trade. British pound, Aussie dollar, no trade. Look, week long, all below the RL10, and no trade indication for the two-candle rule. British pound, Canadian dollar, again another consolidation. All of them were consolidating pretty much, as gold was also fluctuating. So we had a lot of ups and downs here. This is all consolidation. You see how chewed up this dragon is. This is Sunday, no trade. This was our initial trade with a stop out here on this particular candle. British pound, Swiss franc, no trade until we get to the last day on Thursday. With a 1-2 out for Friday. On Japanese yen, we had one trade on here. We had a two-candle rule with our target at the RL90, and we had a quick out on this one before it continued to consolidate. British pound, New Zealand dollar, week long on this one until we got to Wednesday for a nice 1-2-3 punch out. Great trade. British pound, Aussie dollar, more consolidation, and initial trade here, the loss here. No further trade the rest of the week. This RL10 and this price action going up and above and just bouncing between them in correlation with the Heikinashi is a good way to stay out of a lot of the consolidation chop. Doesn't protect you from drawdown, but it is a good way to mitigate the chop. New Zealand Canadian dollar. I got a good trade here on Wednesday for a nice 1-2-3 punch out. New Zealand Swiss franc had a nice 1-2 here. No trade here. No trade. No trade. trade, no trade. Initial trade here, out at the Z3 excursion on the Heikinashi. Small gain, but good risk to reward. Zealand Japanese yen, no trade, no trade, no trade. First indicator candle to the downside, second for a 1-2-3 punch out. Zealand US dollar had 2 losses here during the week. This one was the first loss here for this 1-2, and then this 1-2 here on Wednesday, Thursday. A lot of consolidation going on this week. Euro Canadian dollar, this was Sunday, no trade. Initial trade here with the loss here. Initial trade here with the loss here. No further trade the rest of the week. US dollar, Swiss franc, Sunday no trade. Initial trade here with the scratch. Did not hit the Z3, even though this is considered a collapsing dragon as it continues to go down. We'll see what happens, but it's price action with major moving averages with the RL270 and the 200 here. This came back up, no trade, and then the initial trade here for the loss. US dollar Japanese yen had an initial gain here with a nice 1-2-3 punch out, then with a loss here, close out the week. Silver rocketed up here on for this 1-2, and then I mean, if you want to use this as a gauge for when to buy silver too, you can go into stocks and all that if you don't have access to this commodity pair. Then a 1-2 and a loss here on this on the other direction. Gold still is inching up higher. This was a 1-2, huge surge for gold on this one. Then came back up. It was kind of consolidating here, and this candle here looks like harami negative, and then it continued to go up. A lot of strength here in gold with respect to inflation. And we have potential up here to 1920. Here on this one, conservative. And we have potential to 1916. So 1900 area is where it looks like it's headed. A lot of strength in gold, which means this is an inflationary indicator. Well, folks, that's all I have for the weekend review. We're currently conducting a Forex boot camp and a Forex intermediate course. If you're interested, click on the link below. And remember, ruthless risk management. Great weekend, everyone, and I'll see you on Sunday.
Well, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button below and the subscribe button. And if you want more information on TC2000, I have an affiliate link below. If you open up a TC2000 account, you will receive a $25 discount using that link. Thank you for your time.